Welcome episode
everybody
4.
to it's just gonna sound really out of sync, like we were supposed to do it at the same time.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome everybody.
What are you doing?
Well, why aren't you doing everybody?
I don't care. It's welcome to whoever wants to join, not everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
I'll let you take the stage then.
Welcome to episode 4 of the podcast.
It's not
That's all.
episode 4.
The fourth one we've recorded.
So there's gonna be a lot of I think confusion. You know what? No one's gonna be confused except for when you say that it's like the next episode. When people go, it's episode 5 when reality is episode 3. I think
It's going to be the 5th episode we've recorded.
so. Technically, it's the 5th episode we recorded.
This is the 4th.
Bro, you literally just farted. No one can hear it, so it's not even funny.
Not fart.
It's just my word against your word at this point.
And what do you have to lose from lying?
What do I have to gain?
Embarrass me.
I mean, I guess it's looking like you have a pretty strong case right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not prepare for this said case. But yeah, so basically we just got new audio equipment. I don't know if it should be pretty clear. Right now we can't really tell, but the quality should be immensely better, and just the overall recording process is a lot easier, I'd say. We're still in our little recording booth, as described last episode, but now we're sitting on the floor.
It's a lot.
What's that?
It's going to be a lot more comfy in the long run.
Yep.
Our butts aren't going to get like corner hurt.
You're right. And
It's gonna be smooth sailing.
Yeah, smooth
Sitting.
like a baby's butt. Who came up with that? Who thought that was a good idea? Out of all things, you could say smooth like butter.
I thought you were going to say that.
Smooth like
And you started talking about
cream is
kids.
smooth. Milk is smooth. A lot of things are smooth, but for some reason somebody thought I'm gonna talk about a baby's butt. What's going Guys, somebody just entered the recording room.
someone sitting on the bed outside.
A little scary.
Someone's behind you.
Oh, my back is facing where the door is. Your back's facing a wall. So if anyone's gonna just come back, they could just grab me and I'd be dead. You wouldn't even see anything.
That'd be pretty funny. In the long run.
If we got, you know what? If I were to die and we weren't able to monetize it, you know what? We're not making money from this anyways. Just people's enjoyment. I would at least want that, maybe.
Bro, no monetization on death. What's the point?
If you can't monetize death, what's the point in dying? You know?
I know.
There's a lot of things I think that just don't get talked about.
You know what doesn't get talked about?
What doesn't get talked about?
Christopher Nolan's Tenet.
Let's talk about it. So, not even an hour ago, we got out of the theaters. We just saw Christopher Nolan's movie Tenet. And I don't want to give an official opinion because right now I don't think I have a clear one yet. I'm still very confused on the plot. I'm still very confused with the movie. I know I had fun watching it. I don't know exactly, because I thought I understood it, but the more we talked about it, I realized how much I didn't understand about it. I had fun watching it, I will say that. So
if I could just jump in.
Yeah,
Why
you always
don't
do,
you
Bradley.
wanna give an opinion?
Because I don't think I fully understand it yet. I feel like if I end up rewatching it, or if I end up, watching it and I do understand it, I might like it a little more. So I just don't want to give
So
an
what
official
you're saying
opinion
is the
right
movie
now.
wasn't good enough for you to understand it or get it on the first watch.
Mm,
It's something you need to watch
well,
again
what you need
to
to understand-
the plot of,
what
or
you-
watch someone else talk about what it was about.
What you need to understand is I have baby monkey brain. So I don't think I I don't think that I understood it as much as someone maybe without a monkey brain, maybe
like
with
me,
a slightly bigger brain. I don't think you have that.
I understood all of what they were saying, but there were some things that just didn't need to happen, motives that weren't clear, or no real reason behind motives. Yeah, which the plot was just kind of.
Well, that's another thing. I don't really want to talk too much about it because
I know I'm not saying anything that
the
gives
trailers
away.
And stuff kind of. I don't even think you could spoil it. I really don't.
I could.
Well, at least the plot. I don't know. I feel like there's. Oh, dude, you just fixed the light. Now it's way better in here. I just leave it
for
like
who?
That. Well, it's not blinding my eyes anymore.
It's still blinding me.
Well, it's better for me, and that's all that matters. It's my podcast. Oh,
yeah. Try saying that again.
Dark. Here, like that. Maybe.
Doesn't matter. I don't know. Do this in the dark.
It's not even video. Nobody cares.
It's my podcast.
What's that?
It's my podcast. I'd say I'd give the movie overall. It's hard to say.
Oh, that's really
what
funny.
I'd rate the movie.
Yeah.
Because as far as plot and story, I'd give this an average movie plot and story. It didn't make me go amazing. It was just so that's like a 5 on the plot scale.
That's really cool. This is my podcast. I think that the movie.
It's not your podcast. It's my podcast, and I was still giving my thoughts.
Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
I'd say.
Yeah, you're smiling because you're just trying to cut me off. You had nothing to say.
Well, I was in the middle of talking, but you kind of derailed my train of thought. The camera work was kind of cool.
I liked how
At times
looked.
It was dark.
Yes, it was.
A little too dark at some points, but
we saw it in IMAX too, and I saw my dad like next to like. So the subtitles were on like the bottom of the screen. If someone was speaking a different language, subtitles would pop up, and my dad would have to like kind of poke his head up to look over the chair to see like the text at the way bottom. Because if whoever's listening hasn't been to IMAX is a very large screen.
Unnecessarily large and unnecessarily loud.
It was very loud.
Way too loud.
Yeah. You know what else are loud?
Gongs, like the one I'm about to ring right now.
Every time.
Loud.
It just scares me every time. Oh, I'm sorry. There's going to be some popping right here. I just read. Oh, that's you.
At the end there.
I thought I was doing that.
You were. At the end, it was me.
High five, man. We're ruining the podcast.
Talking about it is what ruins it.
I don't think so.
Ignoring it is just kind of ignoring.
Yeah. But it seems like we don't hear it. Yeah, the movie, I'd say if you're interested in it, go see it. If you're not interested, I don't think you're going to have as much of a fun time as you would.
If you're not interested, you're not missing anything.
I wouldn't say that. It was a fun time. Go see it.
If you want to.
You know what other movie I saw? I saw Bill and Ted 3.
I know. I want to watch those.
Yeah. I won't spoil it, but I will say, if you were thinking about seeing it and you've seen Bill and Ted, I'd never seen Bill and Ted 2, and I still haven't seen Bill and Ted 2. I've only seen the first. It's exactly what you would expect a Bill and Ted 3 to be, which is not a bad thing. It's pretty good. I liked it. There were some surprise cameos in it. There were Keanu Reeves, and that other guy. Yeah. Keanu Reeves?
Does he play Bill or Ted?
Oh, hold on. I think he... Oh.
You should know this.
I should. Just whenever... They're literally together. And every scene, they're never on their own. So it gets confusing because whenever they're being addressed, it's always addressed Bill and Ted. So I'm going to... I don't want to say which one I think is which, because if it's wrong, I'm going to feel real stupid.
Make a game show out of it. If you get it wrong...
What do I win?
You don't win anything. It's more of a... It's what you don't win if you win. A smack.
A smack?
Yeah, if you get it wrong.
All right.
You get smacked.
Well, it's not. Even if you smack me, all right, Bill.
Hold
Okay.
on. If John
What's up?
gets this wrong, I'll record smacking him across the face, and it will be tweeted on the Twitter.
Tweeted?
It's gonna go on the Twitter.
We haven't posted anything on the Twitter. I don't even know if I have
We haven't
access to
posted
that
anything
anymore.
on YouTube.
We posted the last episode.
You're right.
So,
And if you get this wrong,
or
make a post on Twitter.
or we don't make the post on Twitter and we just put it as a clip in the. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see it because I'll just put it in. But I'm pretty confident in the characters. Bill is Keanu Reeves, and Ted is the other guy.
So you said Ted is the other guy, and Bill is Keanu Reeves?
Bill is Keanu Reeves.
That's wrong.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Are you? You know why? Because his daughter is blonde and the other dude's daughter has black hair. So I figured that the blonde-haired dude would have a blonde-haired daughter and the black-haired dude had a...
You know what happens when you make assumptions, John?
What's that?
You look stupid.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to slap me?
Well, not now.
We should do it now.
Then we have to put the microphones down.
I don't want to wait to get...
process.
If you're going to slap
No,
me...
it's going to be after, so then we can actually get lighting. We're not trapped in a small box, so I can actually wind my arm up.
Wind your arm. All right. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, you should be seeing a video of Bradley slapping me right now.
I'm gonna feel bad.
Yowza! That looked like it hurt.
Hey, wow, and there's a gong playing right now.
Bro, where are you getting these gongs, dude? We're in a small box. You would think that, gongs wouldn't be able to fit in here.
You would think, but you're wrong.
Too far away from the mic, I think.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. That's all right. I got you. That's why we have headphones on.
No,
We're so
'cause
professional.
I've seen this before
Mm.
on the second episode.
That's right. You're like 5 episodes ahead,
I am.
and you already know what
I'm not.
happens.
This is the 4th episode.
It's pretty crazy. Bill and Ted and Tenet all dealt with the themes of
Time.
So,
You know what else deals with time?
what?
One of the X-Men movies.
Do you want to talk about that?
Which one?
Which
one?
one did you see?
All of them.
How,
Except for Dark Phoenix.
If you
because
were to-
I couldn't
if-
rent it.
If you were to rank them, obviously
Like
minus
best
Dark-
to worst?
Yeah.
That's hard.
I wouldn't say like best, like this is my absolute favorite movie, but best in the term like of X-Men movies. If that.
I think Days of Futures Past, that was the time one.
Hmm.
I don't know what your opinion on it is, but I did not like any scene that involved the future at all.
Yeah.
Except for when they used their superpowers, but even still, it was meh.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about this right now, and
Yeah.
this is a spoiler alert for
A movie that's
quite
been out
possibly
for a while.
all the X-Men movies.
Oh.
Well, except for Dark Phoenix and the new one. But like,
Dark Phoenix is the New Mutants is the new one.
Yeah.
Right.
so in Deadpool 2, spoiler alert, like I said,
Yep.
Cable has a time machine watch. Why didn't they use that in Days of Futures Past if that kind of technology is a thing?
Because Deadpool takes place after Days of Futures Past.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure Deadpool 2 is the last thing on the timeline. No, Logan is, I think.
Days of Futures Past takes place in the future.
Hmm.
It opens in the future.
But don't-
Deadpool's in a different timeline itself.
Yeah, dude, that gets way too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
There's like 2 different timelines and
Yeah, but once you learn the order, it's not that hard to keep
yeah,
up.
I feel like it gets pretty I don't know, pretty messy.
Think about it like this. All the movies they released up until Days of Futures Past
Mhm.
That's one timeline, and then any movie after that is the second timeline.
Yeah.
That's pretty. You just figure out the dates and times.
Yeah.
But X-Men Origins, Wolverine. I didn't mind it. Deadpool was kind of stupid. We'll agree.
Deadpool 1?
No, sorry. Deadpool in
Deadpool
X-Men
in
Origins.
X-Men, yeah.
Why did you say anything?
Because I was waiting for you to finish saying something.
I'm thinking.
You want me to talk while you're
Give
thinking?
feedback while we go.
I was waiting for you. I thought you were on. Okay, I can tell you how I felt about that movie. I didn't like it at all.
Why?
Because I felt the pacing to be very strange, and then Deadpool really ruined it for me.
You know where the pacing was really strange?
What, Doctor Strange?
Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Specifically the first half of the movie. But we're not going to spoil anything. Well, it's weird that just... I get that a bunch of the X-Men movies were made before X-Men Origins.
Yep.
But it's still weird that everything still fits other than... And spoiler alert for the X-Men movies.
Spoilers for the X-Men.
In it, he has a brother.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the only thing that isn't...
You know,
along with Deadpool, but...
Yeah.
Those two things are just...
And then the CGI is just...
I don't know why
the
the CGI
worst.
is so bad. I don't know
It's
why.
so bad.
'Cause that movie came out after the original X-Men movie,
Yeah.
where the CGI wasn't bad.
I'm pretty sure it came out after like Iron Man 2. Did it? Not Iron Man 2, but Iron Man as well.
I know.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was like 2009, 2000, around there.
Why was it so bad?
I don't know.
Imagine tapping your fingers together and a loud clang happens.
Cling, cling. And like huge sparks are like come out. Whew. Not. Hold on. I'm getting some indigestion right now.
From what?
The soda I'm drinking.
Indigestion from... You're burping, John.
I think I failed to understand the meaning of indigestion. We like to have fun on this podcast.
And I like to bully John sometimes.
Just, you know what? Everyone deserves a little bit of bullying every now and then.
Really?
No. Stop, please.
How was your heart attack the other night?
Such... so much pain. So much pain.
It was very funny.
So Bradley came over and... You?
What?
You're Bradley.
No, I'm not.
Wait a second. Who are you? Get out of my podcast.
I'm your father.
Oh, well, my friend Bradley was here, and all of a sudden, like, my chest just started, it felt like someone was just, like, stabbing me in the chest, and at first I was scared. Well, I wasn't scared, but it could have been whoosh, whoosh, the corona. And I was a little, you know.
In the heart?
It wasn't in the heart, it was in the chest. Like, my whole chest was, like, hurting, and I was like, ow.
I don't think that's what Corona does.
Corona...
Or sorry,
It
COVID-19.
It feels like you're being like your chest, like just getting punched in the chest, and or that's a symptom, I guess. But I wasn't too concerned about it. It felt more like a muscle thing, and you know. So when I was younger, I used to I was super anxious about like everything. So everything that I did was like every single slight pain, I'd be like, Mom, I got this slight pain. My arm's going to fall off. And she'd be like, whatever. So we talked about this.
So you're like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, exactly. Now that I'm older, I don't do that anymore. And I have a slight pain in my chest. I'm like, oh, this pain hurts. Hey, Mom, do you got anything for this pain? And she's like, oh, you think you're having a heart attack? And it's like, I didn't even say that. And then my dad comes in with a blood pressure machine, and he's like, let me just show you so you don't get scared or whatever. And then Bradley comes up the stairs. He just sees me at the table with the blood pressure machine hooked up to my arm, and I was just looking over his shit. I'm like, oh. shaking my head.
SMH dad.
SMH dad. What are you doing? I think low-key my dad was scared. That's what I think it was. But anyways.
Definitely.
And maybe he'll have to come on the podcast to defend himself. I'm outing dad right now.
He's going to jail because of you.
He's going to dad jail
Because of you.
Cops
are already on
he's like the cops come. They're like, "What? You're arrested." He's like, "For what?" "For checking your son's blood pressure."
Unnecessarily. It's a waste of electricity.
Waste of electricity. It runs off of batteries too.
It's a waste of a battery.
Yeah.
Which is a waste of electricity.
What made all this make sense, I guess, was 2-3 days ago or something. I don't know. I was sitting in my office chair, and then all of a sudden I felt this weird feeling.
You in an office?
Yeah. John Incorporated. Anyhow.
What do you do at John Incorporated?
Well, maybe I'll talk about it in a second.
Maybe.
Oh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I felt the pain between my shoulder blades, and I was like, "What is that?" It wasn't like huge pain at that point, so I just felt like, "Oh, I just need to like crack my back or something." So I moved my neck over, and then all of a sudden, just shooting pain just like went throughout my back. And anytime I moved my neck, it just hurt. And I went downstairs, and I was like, "Ow, this really hurts." And it just progressively got worse and worse, and I could not move my neck. And at this point, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, how am I supposed to sleep? I ended up sleeping. I was pretty tired, but every movement would wake me up because it just hurt. And then I woke up the next morning, and I was like, this feels the exact same. This hurts a lot, and I'm not going to work. So I called out of work, and then it's a little better now, but it's a lot better, I should say. But yeah, that's
wicked.
I think it was just I think I'm just having muscle spasms because like I don't exercise and I don't stretch.
I wouldn't say that.
And
I'd say you get more physical activity than me.
I think what it is my job is very like labor intensive, but I don't stretch, so my muscles are just tensing up, and I'm not stretching out the muscles, and I think they just start spasming and stuff. I don't know. That's the conclusion I came to.
Did a doctor come to that conclusion?
No, but I need to go to a physical, so I'll bring it up when I go.
Can I come?
Mate, can you?
That's what I asked you.
And I'm asking, like, would it be okay if you did?
But that's why I asked.
I'll have to ask my doctor if Bradley is right.
Ask at your next physical.
Physical?
Yeah.
Well, I can call. Just be like, hey, can my friend Bradley come?
I'm scared of needles.
You don't like needles.
What?
You don't like needles.
No, that's what you say to the doctor.
What, that you don't like needles?
No,
that
that you don't like needles. I'm there for emotional support.
Oh.
You go to a pediatrician. You so go to a pediatrician.
No.
I'm going to sign you up
Don't.
for a pediatrician.
I'm a grown man. I don't need that, and you'll be wasting the pediatrician's time.
Nope, that's not true, because you are not outgrown of a pediatrician until you're 21.
What?
You can go to a pediatrician until you're 21.
What's the point?
You don't have to change your doctor?
But I have big muscles.
No. No.
Hopefully soon.
I've seen kids at the pediatricians with bigger muscles.
Bro. You know the part where it's like they're about to give them the needle? It's like, show me your muscles. And they go like, boom. And they just pull out like their six-pack. They're like, bam.
No. But that reminds me.
What's
you
that?
seen the movie Zoom?
With Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there's that little girl who's like wicked strong. Like chucks
she got like the
chucks
pigtails
the
or
big
something?
cement thing, I think. I don't know. She's like going trick-or-treating and some little boys are bullying her. Then she throws the kids into the trees. I loved that movie. It was a great movie.
You know what?
That
probably is.
That is how you write a movie.
Absolutely. You throw Tim Allen in the mix, you got a fantastic
Tim
movie.
Allen was like, before he started running fast, which was at the end, he was so unimportant to the movie.
Bro, you spoil the movie?
I didn't say he had superpowers. I just said he ran fast. Spoiler alert. He has superpowers.
Well, that's established in like the whole movie. He's like, oh, I'm not superhero or something. I don't remember. I remember liking it. Oh. I thought you were gonna fill that dead air while I drink out of my drink, but you didn't.
You ever seen Sky High?
Yes, fantastic movie.
I heard that was supposed to be a trilogy.
What?
I don't remember where I heard it from.
I don't. I remember everyone seeing it, so it must have been somewhat successful.
Maybe
Why wouldn't
the
it be
main
not?
dude was like, I don't want to do Sky High anymore. I want to go to real high school with the normal kids.
What a dummy, dude! He ruined it for everybody. We could have had a Sky High 2 and 3.
He could have been the first kid with strong powers and fly powers.
Fly powers. He like turns into a fly.
What's her name was on that show or that movie? In that movie, what's her name from The Flash?
I've never seen The Flash.
The doctor from The Flash.
Yeah, you saw The Flash.
Was in Sky High. I have not watched the latest season because it's annoying.
Oh, I see.
Everyone in that show is gay for the sake of being gay.
It's like gay without a purpose.
Yeah, like there have been gay characters in the past. And I'm like, cool, I like this character, but it's like on all the CW shows now, people of the minority group are complaining about being oppressed, which it can happen. But in the show, it's not happening, and they're complaining that it is.
Yeah,
it's so confusing.
I feel like if there's an interesting enough character plot, it can. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I can tell you a bad example, and that's Riverdale. That was so. I mean, I was watching that show. I saw the first season, and it's not a fantastic show to begin with, but by the second season, there's just this character, and he was just gay for the sake of being gay, and he would have like extended scenes that wouldn't further any plots, and it was just like, like no one cares about this show. You can just tell, like there's not enough care being put in, so that makes me not care, and I stopped watching it.
You know what show was good?
What?
The Vampire Diaries. And then the main actress stopped on the show.
Just stopped?
Before it ended. And it wasn't good when she left.
No. A lot of shows just, they don't know when to end.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that show.
I only saw a couple episodes with you. But I can tell you a show that did end when it was supposed to, and that was Breaking Bad, and that is a very good show.
Never seen it.
It's good. The first couple seasons are a little slow. It's kind of hard, but once you get to like, I don't remember how many seasons there are, but like,
I thought there were 2 seasons.
no, there's more. The earlier seasons are just they're a little tough to get through. But trying to think of another show that kind of ended too early, didn't get a proper ending. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Shows just don't get proper endings, and
like
then all
the
of a
original
sudden,
Flash series.
Yeah.
In the 90s. I didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch
What's
it
his
either.
name was in it? Luke Skywalker.
I'm trying to think. Oh man, Home Improvement. Have you ever seen that?
That show is mediocre.
Tim Allen again, dude. Tim Allen,
I
dude.
love that guy.
What?
He should make a
What a
movie
hero.
with Adam Sandler.
Oh, dude, this floor is like getting way uncomfortable for me right now. Oh,
Tim
it's like
Allen-
a crater in the ground right now.
Butt imprint.
I'm gonna just sit like crisscross or something. Oh, this feels okay. Go ahead. We're talking
Tim
about
Allen should make a movie with Adam Sandler.
He should become like a mainstay in the Adam Sandler cinematic universe.
Is that a thing?
Like his friends. Like you always get Rob Schneider, David Spade, Kevin James.
I only know Kevin James out of those people you listed.
David Spade's the guy who played in, well, he was in Grown Ups, but he plays Cusco in Emperor's New Groove.
Was he the guy who played? Did you see The Ridiculous Six?
I did not.
Well, I think he was in that. That was an Adam Sandler movie, so it makes sense.
You're letting the sound in.
I'm not.
Ridiculous Six came out, and at that point, I was really young or younger, and I was like, oh, I don't know. That movie might be, not made for me. And I just didn't watch it.
It was a funny movie.
You know what? No. I think I'm thinking of Million Ways to Die in the West, the Wild West. That was made by the guy Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah,
that was another bad movie.
I didn't watch it. That one didn't interest me.
Bro,
The Ridiculous Six was a funny movie. That's all. It was made to be a funny movie, and it was a funny movie.
So it was A Million Ways to Die in the West or whatever the heck
but that one was called. Didn't look that great.
Neither of them looked pretty.
Ridiculous Six looked like it was going to be a funny movie. You know what wasn't a funny movie? Sextuplets on Netflix.
Wasn't that a Disney Channel movie?
Nope.
Oh.
It's this dude, and he was adopted. And he's like,
I'm adopted?
Ooh, I'm going to go find my birth mom. So he finds her. And then he's like, oh, who's this guy living at my mom's house? And he's like, oh, you're my twin?
Whoa.
And then it's the two of them going around. The whole movie is just them driving around the country or something like that. And they keep finding more of their twins.
Country.
Until at the end of it, there's 6 of them. And they're actually sextuplets. But it's all played by the same actor.
That's really funny.
And one of them...
Is it Rob Schneider?
No.
That would be funny.
It's a... Wait,
what?
I completely lost what I was saying. It's just... One of them is albino. The siblings is albino. One of them is a woman. One of them's, morbidly obese.
But they're all played by the same guy?
They're all played by the same guy.
So it's kind of... It's like what's that movie? Medea?
I've never seen any of those.
Or the Nutty Professor, I think it is, with Eddie Murphy. He plays everybody, and it's like, oh, that's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Let's see. Marlon Wayans. That sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
You
can see all the
more family
actors here. Here's the photo I'm showing him on the screen right now.
Oh, jeez. Well.
Whoa.
Put it on the screen, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, here's a gong sound.
Oh, dude.
Wow, that one was louder than the last one.
My ears are ringing.
They shouldn't be, because do you hear that? It's still going. Just kidding, it wasn't going.
It wasn't. No,
it wasn't. But
you're not fooling me. I'm the one editing.
I'm going to hit the gong right now.
Stop. Don't. I feel like
too late. I already hit it.
You what?
I already hit it.
You hit it as I was throwing it away. All I hear is gong.
Why are you just repeating the sound that just happened?
The gong joke is getting funnier the more we do it.
Only way to go is up.
Only way to go is up.
We're literally at the bottom.
We are at the bottom. We're at the bottom of this.
I'm out of water.
This here, I think it's 4x4. No, I'm sorry.
This conversation.
It's 4x9 or something. I think is what we made it.
4x4. 4x4x9.
Yeah.
Because it's a cube, not a...
It is. And I think it's a perfect cube. Don't remember.
Close enough. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. We're rambling at that point.
Speaking of Zoom.
You're right. I picked up a Zoom H6 for this podcast. We're using Shure SM57 microphones. And I mean, so far they're pretty good. We could make this podcast and it sounds terrible, but I did some test runs and it sounded pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead.
Where'd you run? John? Where did you run?
Jeez, I didn't realize we were doing like a funny session right now.
I just want to know where you ran.
We're going to Iraq, but I slipped on grease.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So we got new recording equipment, and it's pretty good. we were gonna get mic stands today, but there was some scheduling conflicts, I guess you could say. But
You could say that.
you could, and I just don't think it's an interesting enough story to talk about. I don't know.
Okay.
So we won't. But you know what came out today? Friday,
Christopher Nolan's
September
Tenet.
4th. Yes, but you know what else came out today?
Tony Hawk's
Pro Skater
Well, a remaster of Tony Hawk's Pro
1
Skater
and 2. Yeah. I've been playing that. And as a fan of Tony Hawk Pro Skate 2, I can tell you that I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. I was messing around with it, and something I've been thinking about and talking about too is I feel like a lot of games nowadays, they don't, like if you go back to like even like PS2, like that kind of era, like there's always like these cheat codes, like little fun things to like make your head bigger and you're walking around with a huge head. And it's nothing that like really changes the game drastically. It's just little fun things. Some games would have like make your own character and things like that, but as of recent, things kind of try to be a little more realistic, and that's cool. Like I love playing like Call of Duty, and it's more realistic. Excuse me. It's like realistic, like Modern Warfare and things like that. But sometimes I like to just play a fun game, and Tony Hawk Pro Skate 1 and 2 Remaster just reminds me of that. There's a build your own skate park where you can upload and share levels with your friends. You can just make the most crazy skate parks. You can make your own character. You make them look goofy. You can, and
I want to run around on a modern battlefield with purple hair.
well, you can play Battlefield. I think it's 5.
Nope.
So
I want to play Call of Duty.
it's just I'm having a hard time.
I'm not even talking multiplayer. I want to run through the campaign. I want to see like my custom character in a cutscene
I don't
in a Call of Duty.
think it would be historically accurate for the new game, Cold War, coming out.
Well,
I don't think that would necessary.
Cold War has a dumb cover, anyways.
I haven't seen it. Is it bad?
The cover art?
Yeah.
I've heard people say it's really good, but I also have heard it literally looks like an army dude wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Really?
Yes.
You see Nixon's in it.
Hold on.
Wait, is it Nixon or Reagan? Wow. Can't believe I just said Nixon. Because I was going to make a joke like, oh, Reagan got his acting career back.
Like,
it's not a dude in a Hawaiian shirt.
it looks like it when you if you stare at it, then you can see that it's not. But you take a quick look at it, it just
I don't
looks like
mind
he's
that.
wearing a colorful shirt.
I don't mind that at all.
Well, I think it looks stupid.
I've heard people complain about it. I just didn't see it. I don't mind that. Don't look that bad. You just be like Black Ops and Black Ops like 2 and Black Ops 3 and just have like the same cover, just slightly different.
It's old.
It did, yeah. Black Ops 2 is one of my favorites. But Modern Warfare 2 will always be my favorite. Purely for nostalgia.
I don't really play much Call of Duty.
Yeah?
I'll play Black Ops 3 for the zombies. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But
because Black Ops 3 is the best zombies.
Modern Warfare, the new one, I liked a lot. I really liked it.
Campaign was just
The campaign,
the same exact thing.
the campaign was fun.
Travel forward, kill a horde of enemies. Travel forward.
Yeah,
Kill a
but
horde
it
of
had way
enemies.
more like set pieces of like cool stuff happening too. Because the first and second game are fantastic. The second game added more set pieces, but the first one really kind of dragged. It was a whole lot of just going into a room, killing a bunch of people, running into another room, killing a bunch of people.
What the new one felt like.
But the new one has more going on than those original games. So I like that. I think there's a lot to improve on, but other than
like
that,
less going into a room and just killing hordes of enemies.
I want to see more. This new game looks like it's going to be a lot more like stuff going on.
You know what had a lot of stuff going on that was fun?
Don't even say it.
Call of Duty
Yeah,
Advanced
you said
Warfare.
it. Advanced Warfare.
It was a fun game.
That guy.
People hate it because the following games were not boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I will say this. If the following Call of Duty games weren't futuristic in space like,
Mhm.
Advanced Warfare would not get the hate it gets.
You know what? I will say, Advanced Warfare. What was that game with the? Is it Lucio Ball or whatever
That's
that game?
Overwatch.
Okay, so there's one with a ball. I don't know what it was called.
Oh, Uplink.
Uplink. We had to throw the ball into the thing. I had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah.
I gotta say. And you know what? I've said it before too. There were 3 different developers working on Call of Duty. If Advanced Warfare stuck with the futuristic, flying around jetpack things, I would be fine with that. Say Treyarch, stayed with like the Black Ops, the more grim feeling whatever's, and Modern Warfare was the more modern, realistic game. Zombies stayed with Treyarch. Spec Ops stayed with
I liked Exo Zombies.
I didn't. But you know what though? And then it's just not for me. You know what I mean? If they kept it so that way everyone had something, because they had 3 different developers, they easily could have just kept it going. And you know what? If some people did like the Exo Zombies, that's fine. I felt like Treyarch kind of ruined Zombies. Like
Treyarch?
Yeah. I feel like the story got way too crazy.
Okay.
Way too much.
That's fair. I agree. The story did get kind of wacky, especially in Black Ops 4. That game was so bad.
Black Ops 4. I only played like the first 2.
I would rather play Infinite Warfare Zombies.
Yeah. I played XI, I think the map was.
That was yeah,
and
the
it
Coliseum one.
I had fun, but it's not the same fun that I had on like
There's no perks.
OG Zombies.
There's no normal perks.
Yeah. And I don't know. To me, less is more, especially with zombies. I feel like when it gets too much, it gets too much, and I just can't.
Black Ops 3 was perfect. It was. Because it was exactly like the old ones, but there was the extra stuff that you could choose to add.
Right.
Like, if you take away the gobble gum,
Mhm.
there was really no difference between that and the old games.
Yeah.
You could go to do the boss fights, but that's only if you do the steps, and there's no chance that you're accidentally going to do the steps and accidentally go into the boss fight.
Right.
It was more, you had to actively choose to do it, to do the extra stuff. If you didn't want the extra stuff, you could just play a normal game of zombies.
Yeah.
And then when they released the Chronicles, a remaster of all the old maps,
Mhm.
no reason to get any other Call of Duty
Yeah.
for zombies.
Yeah, I didn't play a lot of 3. I played
2.
2. I played so much 2. Back when that came out, I remember... No, actually. When it came out, I was kind of really sick of zombies. Because, like, Walking Dead was on, which I did not like at all. And then just, like, World War Z was coming out, all these zombie movies.
The movie was mediocre.
Yeah. All these movies were coming out, and TV show and the games. Everything wanted to be zombies and everything. And with the success of Black Ops Zombies, or no, actually it was more like War, it just kept going and kept going. And I think I got sick of it at some point. But what I didn't realize at the time was that's my favorite zombies, was Black Ops 2. And I remember getting Black Ops 1, which a lot of people hold in a very high regard. But
Black Ops 1's hard.
It's so hard. I remember I got Moon.
The guns are crap.
The guns are so bad.
They're useless.
Yeah.
There's like 2 guns that are worth it.
I'm sitting there like,
But
Oh, it's because you don't know how to use them. You
No.
don't know how to use the gun. The Olympia's great.
I've played all. Honestly, I think the easiest to survive in is either Black Ops 3 or World at War.
Yeah.
The dogs in Black Ops 3 are a joke. The
Really?
dog. Oh my god! Literally,
That's
shoot them like twice with a pistol and you're done. The dogs in Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget
you're dead.
about it.
You're dead.
You're dead. Fetch
dead.
me their souls and you're dead. Absolutely dead. Oh, man. Simpler times, dude. I remember just like walking down to Cumberland Farms and then coming back in like... Is that a Massachusetts or a New England company? Cumberland Farms? I wonder if that's... It's a
You went to the
convenience
gas
store if
store.
it's not...
Gas
yeah,
store, gas
it's a
station,
convenience store. If I guess if Cumberland Farms is not a known place. Yeah, they I remember just going there and just getting like a soda and like chips. Not chips. I would get like combos. The little pretzel things with like filled with like...
Combos were okay, but at the same time, they were so gross.
I like them a lot.
I liked the cheese ones. But anything more than just
really?
the plain cheese ones was just like...
I used to get the pizza ones and the buffalo.
Those things just
You don't like
taste
buffalo
so-
anyways.
Those things just taste fake
Yeah.
and gross.
Yeah.
What else is fake and gross? Tasting? Bagel bites.
Bro, you really you want to start this right
I
now?
do, because bagel
Right.
bites are disgusting.
Bagel bites
Especially the way
are-
you cook them in the microwave.
Okay.
When they're soggy bagels
Okay.
with pasta sauce on them.
Okay. Is it my turn? So,
I don't know. Is it your turn?
bagel bites are just like, to me, they're crap food. They make me feel like crap. They give me such heartburn now that I'm older. But I still enjoy eating them. I cannot say the same for SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs I used to absolutely love. I cannot eat them now.
I don't think I ever really liked SpaghettiOs. The ravioli things, though, that's different.
You ever open
I
up?
could still eat Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. Like on SpaghettiOs, like I'd like open up the can, pour it into a bowl, and put it in the microwave, and there'd be like a little bit of SpaghettiO, like on like the top of the can, and I'd like just be like, you know,
So gross.
and it would be like
So
cold,
nasty.
and you could like taste like, I don't know, it's just like cold SpaghettiO. Yeah.
SpaghettiO. Oh.
Is there any foods that you loved from your childhood and then you went back to eat and you're like, ooh, that's not it?
Not off the top of my head.
For me, it's just
But now I'm
SpaghettiOs.
going to remember it while you're speaking, and I'm just going to blurt it out.
Okay. Well, I'll start talking about some other foods while you do that. We used to have this milk, and it wouldn't have to be refrigerated. It was in a box.
That's disgusting.
It's
That's not
weird.
real milk.
I don't know what it was, but it was in this like this blue box, and I remember my mom would keep it in like the cabinet. It'd be warm. And I mean, I don't know if you can picture warm like milk in cereal. It's not ideal. I don't like milk to begin with. This definitely, it couldn't have been milk. There's no way.
Milk is weird.
Milk is weird.
Like, are you lactose intolerant?
No.
I'm only lactose intolerant if I have cream in my coffee. Specifically in
Maybe it's
coffee.
just
I can
something
eat
in
ice cream.
cream.
I can drink I can drink straight cream.
But in your the
it's-
combination of coffee
yes.
and cream?
I can drink black coffee, no problem. Love black coffee. Drink cream, no problem. Coffee with milk, no problem. Cream in the coffee, I just feel like I'm gonna poop my pants. And when I was younger and drank coffee, I still did it. I was like, I don't care. Live on the edge.
I'm gonna poop my pants. I don't care.
I'm a
Well, think
bad
about it.
boy.
You
I
probably
can't
you
die.
probably get away with pooping your pants at that age.
Nope.
than
When
now.
I was 15.
Yeah, but if a 15-year-old poops his pants versus, I guess almost 20-year-old, 19-year-old, 18-year-old,
Maybe.
17-year-old. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time I pooped my pants.
3 weeks ago?
3 weeks, maybe. You were there, dude.
Yeah.
Just unloaded on my bridges.
Bridges?
Yeah,
Bridges.
bridges, my bridges. Just stood up in front of anyone.
Bridges.
I
You know what's a
announced it.
stupid bridge?
What?
The London Bridge. You know why it's stupid?
Ooh.
Because it's in England.
I've been to Tower Bridge in London.
Isn't that London Bridge?
Don't
I don't like
No.
England.
I
I will
went to
condemn
London.
the whole country.
condemn the whole
Condemn
country.
the whole thing.
England. Okay, I thought you
England.
said London, and I was like, London's not a country. You dumb idiot.
No. I like Ireland and Scotland. They're cool.
Yeah. Well, okay. I've been to London,
hmm
and I loved it. Absolutely.
Better
loved
than America?
it. It was more accessible, except for 5 o'clock.
What do you like better as a whole?
I like it more than Boston.
Do you like England better or America better?
Oh,
Simple
America.
question. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'd
Greatest
walk out
country
right
in
now.
the world.
It is. Not even a laugh after kind of thing. America is the greatest country
in the world.
there ever has been.
Yeah.
And presumably there ever will be.
Yeah.
Can't say that one yet.
No.
Can't see the future.
Well, I can see the future. Bradley, watch out!
Whoa. I missed that car that just drove past us. It beeped its horn and everything.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we heard it, I'm not going to tell you what you heard because you already heard it.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what was announced the other day? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it, dude. So it was the 35th anniversary of Mario. And
Oh, you talking about the stupid...
the Nintendo Direct was finally, which was really funny. I know. So Bradley, I'll keep this brief because Bradley doesn't have much to say on the topic. But Nintendo Directs have been like rumored. We haven't had one for I think over a year. We had like little mini ones and stuff, but it was nothing. And it was rumored for a while that there was going to be a 3-pack of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. And lo and behold, I think on Thursday. Yeah, a Thursday morning, I just went on Facebook. Jeez, Facebook. Who uses Facebook? John does that too.
Because you don't use Twitter.
No, but we can talk about that too. But I went on Facebook, and all of a sudden I see the Direct. It was just up, no announcement, no nothing. I'm like, oh, I need to go look. And I watched it, and it was only 16 minutes. But oh man, I was watching through, and then at the end they're like, we got one last thing to share. And sure enough, we hear it's a Mia Mario, and it's the 3-pack.
That's
It's
just
real.
crazy. Rockstar released GTA 5.
On every single console.
Yeah, but it's like
since-
when they do it, they update the graphics. Like
Yeah.
when they brought it to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they
But-
updated the graphics to make it look
Not
better.
really.
They did. I played both. They did.
Okay,
And then they're. I'm assuming they're gonna do it again when they come out with the what's the new Xbox called? I don't even remember.
Series X, I think.
I don't know. New Xbox and the new PlayStation.
Yeah.
They're gonna update. They're probably gonna update the graphics.
Well,
They didn't update the graphics with this game.
okay. So
They just
the
re-released
thing
it.
about Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine is that Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy were both made that they still look good. And if they're upscaled to 1080p, that's all that needs to be done.
I'm specifically talking about
64.
that one.
I really do wish they would have remade the textures and stuff like that. Like they easily could have. Which I'll get into a little theory as to why I think everything is the way it is. But Mario 64 has been scaled up. Yeah, I don't think it's scaled up to 1080p, but it looks sharper. They said there's a lot of like quality of life improvements. So I really hope the camera's fixed, because on the Nintendo 64 there was no joystick for the camera, they were buttons, and the camera really, really does suck in that game, and I really hope they fix it. But as for Sunshine and Galaxy, the Galaxy was only released on the Wii, and Sunshine was only released on the GameCube. 64 we've seen on Nintendo 64, the Wii, the Wii U. So it has been ported over before. So I think really Sunshine coming is what gets me the most excited. All fantastic games. I can't wait to play them again. But as for why I think everything is the way it is, so the weirdest thing about it is that it's only going to be sold from when it comes out in 2 weeks, which is crazy, September 18th or 17th, and it's only going to be sold until March of next year, and then they're going to just stop making it. It's going to be pulled off of the Nintendo store. It's going to be pulled. Like, that's it. If you don't get your copy, then you can't get it. And it's kind of strange that they did that, and I think a reason...
They're doing it for money.
It's a strange thing, because the holidays are coming up, and Mario always sells. Always. It's their hotcakes, dude. They fly off the shelf. You can throw Mario on anything, and if parents see it, and it's like, oh, well, I'm going to get my kid. Especially this game where the parents probably did play this game at this point. That's like from their childhood. They'll definitely pick it up. So it's not that they're scared of it not selling. I think...
No, they know
I
it's going
think-
to sell. They're making it limited to make
I
even
thi-
more people want to buy it.
I think what it is they're planning on either fully remaking Mario 64 sometime in the future, or they're planning on bringing it to, like, they're making a Nintendo 64 virtual console. So basically, I'll explain it to you. They have the NES, I guess, virtual console and the Super Nintendo. And after the Super Nintendo is a Nintendo 64. So NES and SNES are on the Switch right now, and they're releasing free to the Switch every month. So if they came out with a Nintendo 64 version of that, they would have to bring in Mario 64. So I think they're going to stop selling it, so that way in the future they're not pigeonholing themselves to not be able to do that, because it wouldn't make sense to have Mario 64 to be purchased as well as it being like a free thing.
It doesn't make sense.
So
it doesn't make sense to pull it, because there's, even if they have it for free on one thing, people are still going to buy it to have that physical copy.
yeah, and I will
They
will
are
say
doing it for money.
their version, Nintendo Switch Online, which is like PS Plus, that's how you get it. You have to have that service to get these things for free.
They're doing this for money.
Well, yeah, it's definitely for money.
They're going limited time, so even more people buy it. Yes, people are gonna buy it because it's Mario. But this is gonna
make sense.
This is gonna make more people want to buy it because it's limited. This is gonna make collectors go, "I'm gonna buy this because it's limited." They're doing it for money.
I agree.
No other reason.
But I think in the long run, though,
they're doing it for money.
In the long run, if they left it up for people to purchase, people will be buying this for a long time. I think. I don't know. I think that Nintendo's not stupid when it comes down to
well, no, they're not
making money. So obviously they're
doing the smart thing by making it limited, so they'll sell
right.
more.
And I think they have plans for Mario 64 and those other games in the future to make more money. So I think it is, on one hand, it doesn't make much sense why they're doing it, but it makes like sense. I said, I don't know. But I pre-ordered my copy right away. So
I did not.
You don't own a Switch.
I will not.
You will not. Yeah, it's I'm excited for it. As I said, I wish they remastered it, but
I'm just waiting to get an email from PlayStation.
Oh yeah,
that says you're a certified gamer. Come
certified
for your PS5.
And then Bradley's gonna be like, "Jokes on you guys. I am not."
I've made the decision. If they tell me I'm gamer enough, I'm gonna buy it.
If you're gamer enough, what if it's like? That's another thing. They haven't announced the price, and
I don't care.
It's already September, and it's coming out in November.
So
pre-orders have not gone up. The price has not been officially released. It's just strange. I think a big thing with it too is the games coming out for it. Is like, I don't know when Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming out. I don't even think that's a full game. I think it's just like kind of an add-on. I'm excited to play more Spider-Man. I just hope that it's better than the DLC. And then the new Ratchet and Clank. It's good. The thing that happens when new consoles come out is, especially PlayStation, they need to have a strong launch like lineup, and they never do. At least for me, whenever I see like new games coming out, it's always like Killzone and things like that, which I know some people enjoy, but I personally don't. I remember when the PS4 came out, I got Call of Duty Ghost. Like that was like the next gen game that I played.
Then
yeah, I got Call of Duty Ghost for the PS4 before the PS4 came out. I had the disc. I had the game just sitting in. It was like 2 days before the PS4 actually came out. But yeah, and I remember just playing. I remember playing it, and I remember being like, "Wow, these really cool. I'd love to keep playing the PlayStation, but there's no games at all." And eventually, Infamous Second Sons came out, and I didn't play any of the Infamous games. I found them kind of boring. But this game came out, and I was like, okay. I was playing the new, or not the new one, Second Son. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was playing Second Sons, and I was like, wow, this is really good, and I really enjoyed it. So on one hand, it forced me to play a game that I wouldn't have played had there been other games to play. But what I fear for this is like, they're not going to have a strong lineup of games to come out. Like, not strong enough for me to go out and buy.
I'm going to get Fallout 4.
On the PS5?
Yep.
Is that coming out for the PS5?
Yeah, probably eventually.
Eventually, yep.
And I will buy it, and I will play it, and go, it was a good game.
Yep.
Call it a day.
I think is really cool about the PS.
Every single console.
What I think is really cool about the PS5 is the load times. Non-existent. non-existent.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they showed Spider-Man they brought over Spider-Man to the PS5.
So what you're saying?
No
is,
load
sorry.
Yeah.
What you're saying is I won't get to see the cool subway scenes
No,
when I fast travel.
they said that
I'm
developers
not
are
playing the game anymore. Then
developers are going to need to find a way to figure like a way around it, like because games are going to load so quickly, and like that's pretty cool. Uncharted kind of played with that idea. Like in the beginning, there's one long load screen, and then throughout the game, there's not a single load screen. Naughty Dog's been kind of playing with that idea.
don't they do like most of their loading during cutscenes?
Yeah, like rendering in things, but
You know, you know what does a great job with that? Sorry,
what?
Arkham Knight. As far as I can remember,
If I remember
there were no
correctly, there was
cutscenes unless you died or something, and then it was resetting. But they did like a really fast load thing when you went through the doors,
yeah, yep.
and
That was
it's a great game.
That was a strategy, which was if you go into a room, the room you just entered, like renders, and it renders a new room, so it saves on memory, so it doesn't need to load. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that developers are like kind of thinking forward and stuff. Arkham games were great.
They were. I wish there was another one.
Well, there's the Suicide Squad, which is made by the same people, and then there's the new
No Batman.
Arkham game, kind of. It's called Gotham Heroes or Gotham Knights,
What was that one where?
which I guess is like a continuation.
What was that one game where it was one team was a bunch of dudes dressed up
Gotham
as Batman.
Imposters.
That was a fun game just to play with a couple friends.
See, I didn't play it with friends at that point. I don't think I was playing like online.
Oh, you didn't have friends.
No, I didn't have friends. I had my brothers. And if a game couldn't be split screen, we only had one PS3, so I couldn't play with other people. I remember the first person I played.
PS3 is garbage.
The PS3 was my console that I did play, and I had a lot of fun on it. But going back, it is a pretty rough console.
It was PS2 was better than Xbox. Xbox 360 was better than PS3.
Yeah.
And then PS4 and Xbox One. That's up to you. That's a personal preference.
Yeah, I think that
They're so similar.
I think in terms of exclusives and stuff, PlayStation has all over Xbox. Yeah. At least as it currently stands. They have Rare, but Rare has been dragging their feet, dude. So
I don't know
hard.
what that is.
Rare made Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, games like that, which the collection is on the Xbox One, and I played that, but it was, I don't know. They're just dropping the ball.
I just got the PS4
Rare
the
made
Xbox One because all my friends got a PS4. So
Rare made Sea of Thieves, I think.
I love Sea of Thieves.
I think Rare made that.
Sea of Thieves is such a fun game to play with friends.
But you know what Rare made? Donkey Kong 64. And you know what's in Donkey Kong 64?
Mario.
The monkey rap.
And then there's Chunky.
He's dead.
DK. Chunky's dead.
Yeah. That had to get censored, that rap.
Why?
Do you not? Because I think he's singing about Donkey Kong, and he goes, "That monkey is one hell of a guy." And that had to get
That's a bad word.
censored.
Why would you say that? Now our podcast will be censored. It's copyright struck.
It is.
By
Mr. Obama.
Yep.
Mr. Obama, please don't.
Mr. Obama, watch out. You're going to bump into the gong. Oh! He just bumped into the gong, and it made a loud sound.
Fellas, it seems I've hit a gong.
Obama, don't go and hit it again. Oh. Wow. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, okay, bye, Obama. Okay, he's gone.
You haven't seen the last of me, boys.
He already left.
That was him. Jeez.
How did he yell at
you
me
see,
like that?
the problem is after he stopped being the president of the United States, he bought the room next to us, and he's just been so loud, dude. He's like eating nachos. His wife's got a podcast, and she's being wicked loud about it. And I think she's a little jealous of us.
Stealing the internet.
It's getting annoying.
The connection.
Because I said to Obama, we'll go half on it. We'll go half on the internet, and we'll just share it. There's no sense in having two modems in the same building. So I said, we'll just go half on it. But it just seems like he's just taking over the internet.
Oh well.
He's
probably
downloading
did better use
all of the
it.
files of the, you know.
He downloaded all of the X-Men movies.
He did.
And that took up a lot of RAM.
Yeah. His computer must be really slow right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I don't know if he did it legally or not, but I don't think he really cares.
He's the president.
He is. If only they knew him like we knew him.
They'd know that he hit our gong.
Twice. The
You know
dude's
what? Let's make this a solid 3 gong hits. Here we go.
you just hit it. You guys ever listen to the Michelle Obama podcast and you hear a gong in the background?
That's us.
That's us. We're recording our podcast. Oh, Spotify sent me a like 2 notifications about it. It's like, do you know Michelle Obama has a podcast? I'm like, no, I didn't, but now I do. And then by the second time, I was just
you
like,
know why they sent those to you?
because she's.
You listen to podcasts.
That's true.
I don't.
I
I didn't get
do.
any. The only notification from Spotify I've ever gotten was, did you know you're in the top 1% of Chance the Rapper listeners? And I went, that
That's
makes
so
sense.
funny because I get emails and stuff like, you're like the top listener of Shinedown in America, and I'm like, I only listen to them like a little bit, and it's like, here's these early tickets, and I'm like,
For
what?
free?
No, you have early tickets to buy them, and I'm like, I listen to like a couple Shinedown songs, but I don't listen to them regularly.
I don't even know who that is.
They made Second Chance.
Don't know it.
I'll sing it monotone. Tell my mother, tell my father, I done the best I can to make them realize this is my life. I hope they understand. I'm not angry. I'm
Alright, I
just
should cut you off.
saying.
No idea.
Yeah.
It's going over my head.
I'd sing the melody, but
No,
this is
it's
a good.
not that important.
I think this is a good end topic. We're reaching the end of the podcast.
Okay, thank you.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying this. What we're about to talk about is the.
what are we about to talk about?
So you're getting too close to my microphone, bro. It's gonna start picking you up.
Nope.
Well, so our podcasts the details are kind of in limbo right now. We don't know what it's called. It could be called something different.
As of right now, of recording, it
as-
is the Good Enough Podcast.
As of right now, it is. I got an email from our distributor. Is that the right word? Distributor?
the person who puts us on Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. Anchor, which is good. It's good. It's really good. They put us right on Spotify and all. That was great. I got an email that our podcast was removed due to possible infringement. And I don't know what they were talking about, so I sent them an email, and I have yet to get a response. So we don't know.
Sent it the right email?
Yeah. We don't know if it's the name, if it's the song we used, whatever it is. They didn't let me know. They just said there could possibly be infringement, so they just took it down. No further explanation was given. So we'll have to wait and see. That's kind of the update on that.
Oh.
But with that being said, Bradley, you look like you're really, really itching to do this.
Thank
outro.
you for watching episode 4.
Everyone's like,
of the
wow, he was
podcast.
like a lot less volume this whole time, and now you're just like, whoa.
Thank you for watching episode 4 of the Good
It's
Enough Podcast.
It's episode 2, Bradley, and you are going to confuse my mom, and she's gonna give me a call, and she's gonna be like, why is this episode 4 and 2?
If
there's
retconned
only 2 episodes.
the middle 2.
The 2 episodes were retconned. They don't exist.
They do to me.
They don't.
I'm a diehard fan.
You're
Like with X-Men, I consider them canon.
3 and Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do something really, really funny to end this podcast.
Like hit a gong right now. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.